Hello, hello, hello. Good evening, everybody. Anybody out there? Link, come on up.
Message from the dark side there is.
All right, this show me going live. See anybody comes up. Welcome all. Welcome one and all. Let's see who's gonna be the first one. Matt. Good evening, Matt. Come on up, Matt. Welcome, welcome, welcome. You're the first one, Matt. Oh. There's a link, Matt, if you want to come up. I'm doing good, Matt. How are you? Y'all get in them storms over that way today? Jump up here with me, Matt. Oh, you don't feel like talking? Okay. It sucks. It stormed all day. You sick, Matt? Oh. Well, it rained off and on here all day, so. But we didn't get no storms. It just rained. Oh. What'd you do that for, Matt? How come you canceled yours, Matt? Oh, if it's in my business. If it's not, then that's okay too. Well, I was just getting bored. That's why I just come up. Started one. Oh. Of course, I've been getting bored a lot here lately. Oh, yeah. I understand. I understand. I just jump in here anyway. I don't care. I just like having somebody to talk to. I don't care if it's 1, 2, 10, 20, 60, 80, 2,000, 3,000. I don't care. You feel rough right now? Going to bed. Well, you're going to bed. Good night. And God bless and take care. And we pray for you.
What I love about Melissa and Kevin's dish, when you put it in your mouth, there's this bang of flavor.
I'm gonna run this for a few minutes. Somebody come up. All right, Matt. Right back at you. Good night.
We all working together with a little give and take. That's it. That's it.
Sir, please.
You're both highly
Thanks, Dan.
Wow. Quite nice.
Our takes today were umami and bitter, chili of beef with a miso anchovy hollandaise, bitter greens, and charred orange puree.
Wow. How is it working as a team? We've known each other for a long time. We're OG top stuffers over here. And just the combination of bitter and umami was a win-win for us. We really enjoyed it.
If there's anybody else out there, there's the link. You want to come up? Anybody out there in the chat?
I think this is the best food we've had from Ian and Miller. They really got every flavor of umami and bitterness in this dish without a feeling of rot and overthought, which I will say Malarkey has a tendency to do.
I like the orange with the beef, I like the orange with the midnight, and ultimately I think the love opposition. It's a beautiful dish.
My steak was perfect, and I really loved it. That was something awesome.
Great job, Malarkey.
Adding the lacquer to the outside of the loin, cutting it really adds a sweetness to it. The bitterness from the greens really showed through as well, so I love it. Hello, everybody. Hello. We have sweet and bitter, and we decided the traditional Senegalese West African stew called nafe. So we're serving you pork.
Let's see here.
And bitter greens. We did a sumac, coriander, black pepper crust, so there is a subtle bitterness of all the layer sweetness that you get on pork.
This dish is incredibly subtle and incredibly focused, but I think they could have drawn out the sweetness a lot more.
Oh, let's see.
Cooked out apples or some sort of glaze and honey over the top of the pork would have been
I would cut this pork on a cat because the ratio of crust to meat is off.
Never expect
Well, let's see. Dang gummit.
all this food is extraordinary, and I think what it's going to come down to is who was the most successful and the challenge for them, and incorporating those two tastes.
Don't go in the garbage.
When I'm putting it all together, I'm not getting that. After tasting there's a lot of different flavors in the dish, but we're really showcasing umami and sour. Thank you.
Joining us now from the camp.
Tomato broth with poached cod and pickled cucumbers.
Friends, thanks for watching. I also want to.
Throughout the value of and the marketing and sort of everything else. And we're hoping that this meals are sort of like a crescendo in the song. They're like the right talking point. Thank you again.
Oh, there's somebody down there. Sitting here, didn't even see anybody down there. Hello, Drew, welcome.
What's going on?
Just messing around.
I understand that.
How long have you been down there?
Couple minutes.
Sorry about that. I was messing with my phone.
Nah, it's all right. I was down there thinking, I wonder if he's gonna cut it.
Bet you was wondering when I was gonna bring you up, right?
No. I just got up and I was like, yeah, let's see what he's up to.
I just talked to Matt. He said he was going to bed.
Yeah, I guess he hasn't been feeling too good recently, and he's been under a lot of stress recently, I guess.
Yep. I get worried about him stressed out all the time.
Yeah.
That's what caused me to have a stroke, a bit staying stressed out a lot.
I mean, I was pretty stressed out with, this whole issue that's going on that really took a toll, and then it really stressed me out when before we weren't able to work. That really stressed me out, but now obviously we're able to work, so that makes it better. We're at least go out and do work and feel like you're contributing, doing something right,
Oh yeah, I understand. I totally understand. I mean, you used to being, getting out working and taking care of everything, and then if it wasn't the weather, then here comes that virus and blew everything out of the water.
Yeah.
I mean, shoot, me and my wife, man, it's driving us crazy sitting in this house. I mean,
yeah,
we used to getting up and getting in the truck and going somewhere, doing something, just nothing but just riding.
Yeah.
We're afraid to do that now.
It's now you can't even do that really.
Well, heck,
And we're
afraid to go to the stores, really.
Yeah, I know. Same here.
We put our little mask and our gloves on, but that's not 110% guaranteed.
Right. Yeah, I keep thinking that, and then I also think about too that he's all up control of it.
Yep.
Even though that's hard to say because you really can't justify it, but in the long run, I know he does.
Oh yeah. It says in the Bible, this was, I mean, it talks about the pandemic.
Mm-hmm.
And it also says this too shall pass.
Yeah.
It might not pass as fast as we want to, but it will disappear.
If I was to guess, we'll probably have it around here for probably a year, probably.
A year or two.
Yeah.
And then it probably disappear.
Mm-hmm.
But it also says, be 7 hard years after this.
Mm-hmm.
7 lean years to follow this. So I don't know what that means, 7 lean years.
Probably just, everybody just can't be spending extra money per se, I guess. Just, on what they, truly need, and that's about it, maybe.
Yep. That's about all I got. That's about all the money I got anyways.
Hmm.
Depending on what I need. I ain't got nothing to spend on what I want.
Right.
If I
Yeah.
spent money on everything I want, I'd have to buy me a 2 or 3 acre lot just to set it on.
Oh yeah. Some
And
people
agree.
are telling me, "Oh, well, why don't you go get a job?" It's like, why?
You have a job.
Yeah.
You got lawn care.
Yeah. And I was like, do you understand that in a day I'll make what I make in a week to 2 weeks in a day?
Exactly. Exactly.
I mean, granted, yes, I'm not going to make $4,000 a month like I would like to make, but I mean, eventually, I'm sure I will get there.
Hmm. Yep. Shoot. When I had mine going good, I made in a day. In a day. What most people make in a month.
Hmm.
In a month. But I wish I
Yeah.
had that money. I wish I had all that money now.
All right. I mean, I'll probably do some investments here after I get rid of some bills and stuff.
Hmm.
Need to start a retirement fund here, maybe in the next couple of years, get rid of some bills, and then try to put as much as I can into one and forget about it.
Yeah, retirement fund would look good later on down the road.
Hmm.
It'll look good to you, especially if you get hurt or get sick or something like that.
Yeah.
Well, you can't work. I mean, I didn't think it was gonna happen to me as early as it did, but I can't do nothing about it now.
Yeah. I definitely need to get going here in the next couple of years before I get 33 or 34,
Yep. How old are you?
29.
29. Good Lord.
I mean, I know I still have time per se, but
Oh
it's
yeah.
really, but still though, I should.
Yep. Yep.
I might even think about starting one now, seeing if I know it's not much, but I think you can get one going. It's just the normal retirement fund with, of course, you pay taxes and all that,
Right.
not a Roth. But I think their basic starter one's like 150, and I was thinking about maybe seeing if I could swing that. Just it's a start.
Mm-hmm. An IRA.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be good.
Hmm.
And the sooner you start that, the better off you'll be
Hmm.
down the road.
I mean, I know nothing about that stuff, but
Yeah. The sooner you start it, the better off down. 30 years from now, you'll be glad you started it now.
hmm be nice if I could put 500 in a month, but I can't.
Yeah. Yeah, that would be nice. I mean, that'd give you a real good return when you retire.
Hmm. Anymore, they say if you can get, I mean, I don't even know, but I thought someone was telling me, which it could be right or could be wrong, but you need to have, when you retire, whatever, you should have about $1 million in there. That would be the ideal, but that's not going to happen.
I'm gonna be honest with you. Ideal target would be, of course, it's probably not reachable. 5 million in the bank when you retire.
Yeah.
That way you could live comfortable and
Hmm.
several years down the road.
True. Makes sense.
Man, $1 million sounds like a lot to a lot of people.
But it also depends too on what kind of bills you have then and how you spend it and how you live per se too.
Yeah. $1 million sounds like a lot of money to a lot of people. But when you sit down and really start adding everything up, you'd be surprised how quick $1 million would disappear.
I wonder how long it would take to disappear. Say you needed to live on, I don't know, maybe $50K a year. I don't know.
50K a year, 50, 50, how many times 50,000 go into $1 million?
Yeah, it would go quick.
What, you looking at, 50,000?
What, 6-7 years maybe? I don't know.
I'm not very good at math. I'm thinking 8 to 10 years.
Yeah.
And that's not really a long time.
Yeah, you're right. You would need at least 4 or 5 because then from say 70 years old till maybe 100 or whatever, God willing, obviously, and all that. Then
5 million would be a good target to have if it's reachable.
Mm-hmm.
I wished I had it.
Mm-hmm.
Man, that would be nice.
I'd have to get some apartment complexes and to make 40 or 50K a year and pay off all the debt and then take that and then just invest.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, if you find a good stock to buy into, buy some stock in the stock market.
Mm-hmm.
And hopefully do good in the stock market. I mean, you could put your nest egg away real quick.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, like maybe try to buy in like Apple or Samsung maybe.
Yep. I tell you what, I bought into Walmart several years ago. I wished I'd have kept that stock.
Mm-hmm.
But if I had that stock now, I'd probably be a multi-millionaire.
Mm-hmm.
But
I wonder if that would still be a good stock to buy into now.
I don't know, to be honest with you. I mean, there's I tell you what would be a good stock to buy into right now. You may think I'm joking. Dollar General.
Oh, yeah?
Dollar General. Because them little Dollar General stores are popping up in every little pig path, every little backwoods town.
Oh, yeah.
Places you wouldn't even think they'd have a Dollar General, they're building them.
Mm-hmm.
So they got to be taking money away from Walmart.
Mm-hmm.
So I think Dollar General would be a real good investment right now.
Does it cost a lot to buy into a stock?
It really determines. Give me a minute. It really depends on the price of the stock at the moment and how much money you want to put into it.
Mm-hmm.
But don't do like I did. I had stock in Walmart, and it come up, and the stock split. I didn't understand the stock market at the time.
Mm-hmm.
My shares split,
Mm-hmm.
and I said, "Shoot, I'm fixing to lose all money." So I pulled it all out. Later on down the road, that stock skyrocketed.
I don't know. I mean, like I wonder if I did try to do it like like a Dollar General or Walmart. I wonder if I could put like I don't know, a couple $100 or something like that.
Probably a grand.
Mm-hmm.
Probably. Like I say, it really depends on the price of the stock right now and the minimum of what they would allow you to buy into.
Mm-hmm.
You got to buy at least 2 or more shares.
Mm-hmm.
You got to do that.
Yeah, maybe I'll just look into it and just to see. Then I'll know. So if I ever do decide to do that, then I'll know what to expect.
Yeah. And I had when I was in Walmart, I had like $5,000 invested in it, and like I said, if I hadn't screwed up and pulled my money out, I'd probably been a multi-millionaire right now. Because
I wonder
that's
if it'd be too late for you to invest in some again now.
Well, I ain't got the money now to invest in it.
Mm-hmm.
But that's back when they just had very few Walmarts around here.
Mm-hmm.
This part of the country, anyway. But now they're everywhere.
Yeah, I'm sure it'd probably be big money probably to get in with them now. I bet.
Mm-hmm. I'm not sure. Don't quote me on this. You can go to Walmart next time you go to Walmart. Check their board, but if I'm not mistaken, it's either $69 or $89 a share.
Mm-hmm.
Don't quote me on that though. And then you have to find out what's the minimum shares you can buy.
Mm-hmm. And then that's like every month you would pay, obviously.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So you can get dividends off your stock. If it goes up a little, you start getting dividend checks off your stock, so that'll help you out too.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Yes, something to look into.
On my, I still got stock in Hillshire, where I used to work, but the dividend checks that they used to give us goes into my retirement.
Mm-hmm.
So I get a retirement check every month. So does my wife. She gets retirement, and
Mm-hmm.
both of us had a stroke, so we're on disability too.
Mm-hmm.
So we okay most of the time.
Mm-hmm. So, like, if I wanted to open like a basic, you think retirement account, do you think I could just go like to my local bank and just open one?
Yeah. You can go to your local bank and tell them you want to start an IRA,
Mm-hmm.
and you have to go by what their qualifications is to get it started.
Well, maybe next time. Well, when it gets better or something, maybe I'll just try to save some money, and then I just didn't know if that'd be a place to do it or if you'd want to go somewhere else or something. I don't know.
Well, I mean, your local bank will be fine. I mean, it's just the money that you're putting in there is,
Mm-hmm.
that's all that's going to go in.
Mm-hmm.
You might get a little interest every once in a while.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if they pay interest on IRAs or not.
I know this one company I looked at that you could go aggressive and it, but obviously you'd want to put like, probably 400 or 500 a month to really get a good benefit. You know, if you could do that for
Yeah.
years on end, then yes, it would pay off.
Yeah. Well, the more you put in now, the better off you'll be back down the road. Down the road. Put in 500 now. Say you make enough money, you can pay $500 a week into your IRA. Man, you're looking at a fantastic return 30 years from now.
I even thought about, you know, too, even if I did open one, even if I could say if I get a little bit of money back each year from taxes, even if I put that in there, because I wouldn't really, you know, I'm just saying if that happens, then, you know, that wouldn't be bad either too, because that's really money that I work for. But I mean, instead of blowing it, at least it would be investing in myself.
Yeah. Yeah, you're investing in your retirement when you get ready to retire. That's what you know. So that's a good call right there. Instead of like you said, instead of just blowing your tax return, put it in your IRA.
Or even if I got 800 or 1,000 back, I could say, okay, I'll put, you know, I don't know, 600-700 in it, and then keep the rest for whatever. And
yeah, you gotta have a little money for yourself.
Right.
You gotta pamper yourself every once in a while.
And honestly, I mean, I don't know. I hate to say it. I mean, you know, I told some people, which, I mean, it's kind of good and bad, but I said the only thing I noticed that's somewhat okay about this virus is that, number one, I'm not going out and buying a whole bunch of stuff. And number two, I'm not going out to eat every day and racking up credit card bills, you know, and things like that. That's the only good thing about it.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna be honest with you. I did away with our credit cards. I just can't see paying somebody to spend my own money.
Yeah, I rack some up, but once I get them paid off, I'm just gonna keep one personal for myself, and then I'll probably apply for one business one for just mulch and gas and stuff, and then pay it off, you know, obviously, but when that time comes. But for now, that'll be it.
Yeah. I mean, that's basically what you're doing when you have a credit card. You're paying somebody to spend your own money.
Right. And it is stupid. I mean, who knows? I may even want to get them paid for. I might just get rid of all of them and just get it one business one, and then once I get that one, everything's good, then just cancel the other ones, and that's it, you know?
Now, a business credit card would be good. That would be good to have, because you don't know what you're going to run up on. You don't want to talk. You don't know what kind of breakdowns you're going to have, and you don't want to talk that kind of money around on you all the time.
Right, exactly.
And your bank might not be open. And a debit card, you know, you got a debit card, but some place, even today, I can't believe it, some places will not accept debit cards.
Oh, really?
Yeah, even today. I mean, this is 2020. What's up with that?
I know. You think anymore, they might be like, oh, no, the heck with cash now. We're only going to do plastic. It's like, what?
Yeah.
Cash is instant. Come on.
Yeah. Yeah, you got some places. We have got a few places down here that they got no card readers. So they don't accept plastic. And they won't accept paper checks no more. It's either cash or nothing. And you can't tote no $400, $500, $600 around you in your pocket all the time.
Right. Exactly. I honestly, I hate to say it, but you know, I kind of feel like, you know, if you're carrying, say, $1,000 on you or $2,000 for something, I mean, yeah, which is great if you're going to go buy something and you don't want a payment on it, great. But you just don't know nowadays. You might get robbed or some, you know.
Might. Ain't no might to it. Somebody finds out you toting that kind of money,
Yeah.
somebody's gonna knock you in the head.
Mm-hmm.
You might survive it, and you might not.
Yep.
I'll be honest,
Mm-hmm.
straight up.
Yep.
That's the way the world's got today. They'd knock you in the head for little or nothing.
Of course.
What to be over here in Jackson, just a little ways from us? This guy robbed over there for $100 and killed
Wow.
for $100 bill. Really, he lost his life for 100.
Probably because he told him no. Probably. I would have been like, take it all here.
Yeah, that's what I'd been. That's what I'd done. That's exactly what I'd done. Just take them all. Take it all.
Right.
Say, here's my keys to my truck. Take it too.
Right. Might that right there might save your life, you know?
It might and it might not.
Right.
I mean, if they're gonna kill you, if they set to kill you, they're gonna kill you regardless.
Yep.
I mean, people are just crazy these days.
Yep.
I mean,
Yeah, I laughed the other day. A couple people of mine, they hit me up and said, "Oh, come on, let's go through McDonald's." It's like, no, bro. It's like, I can't take no company card and just go to McDonald's with it. It's like, no, it doesn't work that way.
No.
Nope.
You don't want to take no company card to go to McDonald's.
Mm-mm. Nope. Only gas parts or anything for business wise. That's it.
Yep.
Buy something, need something for my truck or something. Yeah, but
Tell them say, hey, I'll go if you pay them.
exactly.
That's what I tell everybody. I'll go if you're paying. If not, we ain't going.
I wonder. Could I use my company card? I need some. What do you call those? Like some steps for my truck. I wonder if I could use it for that.
Yeah. Yes, you can.
I mean, I know it'd be right off, but because it's probably work related, but just didn't know. I try to really watch that. Some people are like, "Oh, it's like, you know what I mean."
If it's work related, you can use that company card for putting them on there, and if it's work related, and yeah, you can write it off.
Yeah, I'm just being, I guess, which I don't know everything, but obviously, but I'm just trying to watch myself because I don't want them looking, being like, "Oh, what are you doing?"
I mean, you can actually take that card, the company card, and go. You can go to McDonald's, and then when it comes up, you just put it down as maybe a safety dinner or something like that. Yeah,
I know. I mean, from what I understand, from what some of the text people said, I gotta get an accountant, but they said really they don't like the writing off the meal so much anymore because I think too many people abused it.
Yeah, I'm sure they did.
Yeah, and even work clothing too, they're getting a little picky with that too. But I'm still gonna write my shirts off and some stuff like that, and jackets that I needed or safety and stuff. I mean, because that's business. I mean, it's not.
Yeah, well, you out there on that road and get down that truck. You need safety jackets, stuff like that.
Right. Exactly.
You need to be visible.
Yeah, work boots, that kind of thing.
And you need work shoes and gloves and all kinds of stuff like that.
I mean, I don't care. I don't have to write off the work pants because those could be jeans and stuff. But who cares about that? But at least
they got where they will not let you write off jeans.
But you think they wouldn't care because that's, you got to wear pants per se and boots. You think that would be an okay thing, but it's not, I guess.
No, it's not. Not anymore. They
Mhm.
used to let you write off jeans, but I don't think
Mhm.
I don't think they let you do write off jeans no more because people wear them,
Mhm.
all the time, not just for work.
Mhm. Yeah. Maybe these khaki cargo kind of things. Maybe, I don't know.
Yeah, you can get khaki now. They consider that as a work uniform.
Mhm.
So you could get khaki and write that off.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Exactly. I mean, I could care less about writing off socks or underwear. Like, who cares? They're not that expensive. It's not going to break the bank.
I don't know if they let you do that or not. Maybe they will. I don't know. I don't remember.
I'll find out eventually.
I used to write off a lot of stuff,
Mhm.
but they used to let you write off a lot of stuff too.
Mhm. I need to open another savings account for my taxes.
That computer you got right there, you can write that off
Oh yeah.
if you're using it for your business.
Well, I bought it from my neighbor, but he could probably handwrite me a receipt, I suppose.
Well, you can buy a new one, write it off
Mm-hmm.
on your taxes, work related.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, if you're sitting at a desk, you can write that desk off. You're sitting in a desk chair, you can write that off.
Mm-hmm. Very true. Can't find my printer receipt. That could be right off too because you need that to print papers.
Yep. Your printer and your printer paper and the ink,
Oh yeah.
anything that involves your business directly, you can pretty much write it off.
Mm-hmm.
Let me go get me another drink. I'll be right back.
Yep.
Be right back. Baby went to bed. Look at her, she's raising up for a kid.
Yeah, she did her dance, so
She
she
was
got
raising,
up on her board first.
and she was raising up our first coach.
Yeah, she was. Is it still raining out?
No.
Can you see it? It's up high.
Hot?
Maybe.
Sitting on 76. Oh. All right, I'm back.
Had to get a drink and a snack, didn't you?
Just a drink.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what's wrong with that glass. I think it's got a hole in it. It just goes empty real quick.
Exactly.
Oh, that big hole right there, probably.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. I'm really surprised you couldn't write off like your bags of ice or like waters and stuff because I mean you need water and stuff to drink, obviously, but
So, I'm not sure that you can't. No, I'd have to check in on that. You ought to be able to.
mm-hmm.
It's just you working by yourself solo. Uh, might not be able to do it being solo. If you had like 2 or 3 working with you,
Which is no
probably-
big deal. I mean, a bag of ice and stuff,
Yeah.
whatever. I mean, it's not that expensive, but
when I had my crew, when I was running my crew, I didn't do it so much in the summertime because I did it every once in a while, but not so much in the summertime. I'd take my guys out to lunch, maybe 2 or 3 times a month, and I would call it safety awareness dinner. But, you know, you're talking about only like 5, 6 people versus 15 or 20 or more. Big difference.
Oh yeah. I wonder if I could use that card at like Speedway if I need water.
Yeah, you ought to be able to.
I mean, because you are working and you're on work time, so it's like,
Yeah, you can use that card for anywhere. But when you go to do your taxes, that's when you got to explain some of it.
I mean, I suppose I could always swipe it for that, but doesn't mean I have to claim that drinks, you know?
That's true. You can use your card for anything, really. Your business card for anything. You just got to explain it when you do your taxes.
Right.
If you want to write it off.
No, I'm just going to do the basic stuff that way. Everything flies straight and
Yeah.
yeah, fly straight. Because at the end of the day, I think they'll appreciate that more than anything.
Oh yeah, it makes it easier on you when you getting everything together to do your taxes. Makes it easier on you to keep everything straight.
I mean, I wish I knew how to do all that because then I know if I mess up, it'd be on me, but whatever.
Yeah. The main thing is keep all your receipts.
Yep, I got a Huntington folder that's loaded up.
Yeah. That way you can go back and say, oh, I bought this day, and that was for such and such. And it cost me this much. And that was work related.
Right. I don't know how long the ink will stay on the receipts, probably at least 2 or 3 years, and that's probably all you need it for anyhow.
Oh yeah. Yeah. What if you keep them in a cool, dry place? I mean, that ink stay on there for 7 or 8 years. Cool, dry, dark place.
I mean, I suppose I could always get a big, what do you call that? Like a big, like Ziploc bag or whatever and put it in my closet, I suppose.
Yeah, or get you a filing cabinet.
Yeah, true. I could do that and then just throw them in there and whatever.
Yep. I still got 2 down here, a big one and a small one.
Yeah, actually, that wouldn't be a bad idea. Maybe I'll think about doing that. Buy one and then the folders to put in there, and then.
And that is work related, so you can write that off on your taxes.
Oh yeah.
Take care of all your paperwork.
For sure. Yeah, because that could probably be like supplies.
Yep. Yep. Supplies. Oh. All time needs some kind of supplies.
I really haven't bought that much this year. Just the normal stuff so far: gas, oil. I mean, I spent some money on a good blade sharpener, which the only reason I bought it was I thought it would be nice to have because it will make my blades last longer because it has a perfect angle on it and to have it as a write-off, because I really
Yep.
don't have that many write-offs. All I technically have is my truck, which I just bought that about a year ago, my trailer, and that'd be probably about it. So
Yep. How many years they let you have now on writing off a truck?
I believe it's 5,
5 years, okay.
but I don't know. I don't have a CPA yet, but I know somebody that works for a tax place. I don't know if it's an H&R Block or something like that. She said she could do my business taxes for me for a reasonable price, but I don't know if I should let her do that or just go to a CPA because I don't really have, at least right now, I don't have $1,000 just to go drop on them to do my taxes though. But
Yeah. Probably a CPA would be better.
yeah, which I'll look into it though. And see if I can try to save at least $25 a month or something now.
I just don't trust just any old Joe or any old Mary walking down the street.
Right. Exactly.
Not with my money. Nope.
Mm-mm.
I'll be honest with you. I don't trust any old bank either.
I don't either. At the end of the day, no one's going to care about it more than yourself. So
Exactly. I had right up here in this little town that I lived in. When I first moved here, I started using Union Planters Bank, which they changed their name to Regions.
Mm-hmm.
Man, I had I think I had a couple grand in there.
Mm-hmm.
Hold on. Matt's trying to come up, I thought. Where'd you go, Matt? Matt, I was trying to bring you up. Come back in there, Matt.
Mm-hmm.
Try it again, Matt. I don't even know how long you've been down there.
I don't know.
Matt, I apologize if you've been down there a long time. I'm sorry. I'm sitting up here running my mouth.
I think you just have an internet problem there. I think that's why.
Well, what I was fixing to tell you, they had a Regions Bank up here, and me and my wife put our money in there. And it happened to be, tax time. Well, we had a little bit of money in there already. We put our work checks in there. We put our income tax return in there, and something else we had that we put in there. I had about anywhere from 8 to 9 grand in there.
Mm-hmm.
And
well, that would add up, after it sits in there for 10, 20 years or more and stuff. So,
yeah. And well, this is on a checking account.
Mm-hmm.
Now I kept like $300 or $400 in my pocket in cash,
Mm-hmm.
just to have money to spend on that weekend.
Mm-hmm.
That was on a Thursday when we had put all that money in there.
Mm-hmm.
On Thursday. Didn't write no check Friday. Didn't write no check Saturday. I wrote 2 checks on Sunday. Both of them checks together added up to $105.
Mm-hmm.
The bank called me Monday morning and said I was $105 overdrawn.
Huh?
Huh? What?
Yeah, exactly.
About 8 or 9 grand just poof disappeared. And I went up there and man, I went off.
Oh, I
But
would too. I'll be like, that's fine. You want to do that? I'll go to the attorney general and I'll sue you.
I had all my receipts
Yeah.
where I put all that money in there and everything.
Oh, yeah.
They messed up and they got one number off on the account when they put my money in.
Mm-hmm.
They put it in somebody else's account.
I'm sure that person's like, oh, yeah, look at that. Heyday.
But I was up there probably about 45 minutes. And I'm
Yeah.
surprised they didn't call the cops and send me to jail because I was not a very nice person.
Yeah.
And I told them I wanted my money now.
Yeah.
I wanted it in cash now.
I mean, I even see that's the other thing. I mean, I did think about maybe opening a savings account, but the only thing with that is which I mean, I'm not there yet, but the bank only covers I think only up to like say 250,000 or something like that.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you can put 250,000 in one, 250,000 in another, 250,000 in another,
Mm-hmm.
and it still take care of all of it.
Yeah, yeah. Or maybe what I'll do is I'll just open a savings account and just start putting money in there and little here and there, and then maybe when it adds up for 6 months or a year, then take it and invest it and see if I can keep it in there and it won't hurt me or something like that. Maybe.
Good thing about a savings account, you do get a little interest paid on that,
Yeah.
so that'll help it grow a little too.
I think it's only like 2 or 3 pennies or something like that.
Well, it's 2 or 3%,
Yeah.
but you talk 2 or 3% of 250,000. What is that?
I have no idea.
That's probably 2 or 3% of 250,000. You think about $250, $300, something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, that's a free $253, $300.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
Oh, and over a year, that adds up over a year.
Mm-hmm.
250, 300 a year. That adds up over,
Mm-hmm.
over a number of years.
Exactly. Or the other option is just save, and then when I get 5 grand, just open a Roth and call it a day too. I thought about that too.
Yeah, that's good too. Or just go start buying real estate. Just buy you some real estate. Don't buy no houses or nothing. No, just open real estate.
Mm-hmm.
It goes up every day. Just it seems like open real estate.
Mm-hmm.
Just buy you some ground.
Exactly.
All you have to do is go out there and clear it off once in a while.
Yeah.
Every time you clear it off, the value goes up.
True. Yeah, I don't know. I think. What is today? Thursday?
Well, it was.
Well, yeah, it's not midnight yet here, but it's close.
It's still Thursday. It's still just 10:30.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, maybe tomorrow. Oh, today, that is tomorrow, whatever. I think
Yeah.
I think I will call my bank and just ask them, see what it costs. I mean, to open a regular one and see. I bet you if I was to guess, it's probably $1,000 to open it, probably.
Was that RA or?
Well, to do a Roth, the new law is it passed, which I don't know, might have changed now since of this problem, but they told me if I wanted to start a Roth, it cost $5,000 to start it.
Right.
which whatever, that's fine. But I'm gonna see what it costs to open just a traditional one to see. It might be the same or it might be 1,000. I don't know, but I'd like to find out just to see, because if it's nothing crazy, then maybe I could just put the starter in there and then from there start going on, because like you said, the sooner the better.
Yeah. The sooner you get started planning for your retirement, the better off you'll be at retirement.
Right. Exactly.
I mean, any older person going to tell you that.
But it makes sense, though. It does.
Because we're sitting here drawing our retirement now.
Mm-hmm.
And the wages back when we started putting in ours ain't as good as they are now. I mean, man, when I first started working a public job, minimum wage was $2.35 an hour.
Wow.
That's when I started paying into my retirement then. At $2.35 an hour.
Mm-hmm. That would definitely be hard then.
And probably 15 or 20 cents of that went into my retirement.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I definitely need to get one of those, because I do not have that. Have everything else: business insurance, car insurance. I do have some life insurance, which is not much, but I think it'd be enough to get me in the ground, which nobody talks about that. But
all you need is 10,000.
Mm-hmm.
Unless you want to leave some money with, some loved ones or something.
Mm-hmm.
10,000 to get you in the ground.
Honestly, I feel that what they're saying now, actually, that's cheap. It's actually a little more.
Yeah. Well, no, 10,000 will get you in the ground.
Mm-hmm.
10,000 will get you in the ground. That's bottom line right there, though.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it will get you cremated, and then you have some left over out of that 10.
Mm-hmm.
I think cremation now is like $3,500.
Oh, is it?
Mm-hmm. That's what it cost us to do my mother.
I mean, I've also heard of some people. I mean, I hate to say it, but some people have already paid for their funerals and stuff. But
Oh yeah, yeah. I got a brother that's already. I mean, he's already paid for the funeral, the casket, the music, the service,
Mm-hmm.
opening the grave, closing the grave, the headstone, everything. It's all paid in full.
Mm-hmm.
He was diagnosed. He was diagnosed. I want to say 11, 12 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
With lung cancer, and he was given 30 days to live, and that was 11 or 12 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
So, he went ahead and paid for all of it up front, and he hasn't used it yet.
And that's good.
Yeah. But he is getting worse.
That sucks.
Yeah. He's only got 10% of one lung left and 40% of the other left.
Mm.
I don't see how he gets around and does what he does, but he makes it pretty good.
Yeah, at that point, who knows how much time he has? That's, could be a couple years, could be less, could be more still. Who knows?
Yep. They could outlive me. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
I'd like to know I got at least I would like to know I got at least maybe 10, 15 years left,
Mm-hmm.
but I don't know that.
Yep.
I don't know if I got 10 or 15 minutes left.
Well, that's the thing. We all never know.
That's right. We don't know when the good Lord's going to call our number.
Mm-hmm.
And when he dials that number, you will answer.
Yep. Yeah, some people are like, "Oh, I'd want to know." It's like, no, I'm good.
Mm-mm. I don't want to know when I'm going to die.
Mm-mm.
I just want to be here 1 second and poof, gone the next. I don't care to suffer or
Mm-hmm.
anything. I just want to be here 1 minute and gone the next. That's what scares me the most.
Yep.
Suffer. I had to suffer.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to suffer. I've seen too much of it in the past.
Yeah.
Being a paramedic, I've seen too much of that. People suffering before they die. I don't want it.
Yeah, it sounds bad.
I just don't want. I just don't want to be like that.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
That's what, like I said, that's what worries me the most. I just don't want to suffer.
Mm-hmm.
I've seen people get sick and
Mm-hmm.
be in pain and be in misery for 2 or 3 years before they die. And no, heck, be on a machine for 2 or 3 years. No, I don't want that. Well, I got it in my will. I got a living will, and they cannot put life support or anything on me. I got a do not resuscitate order.
Mm-hmm.
If I stop breathing or my heart stops, they can't resuscitate.
Mm-hmm.
It's called a DNR.
Mm. Yeah, I don't have one. A will, that is, but
Yeah.
at this stage of the game, I don't think I need one until I get married and have a kids or something like that. But
Actually, you need one right now.
mm-hmm.
You truly do.
Mm-hmm.
If you got last wishes that you want, you need one right now.
I mean, or maybe my parents had one for me, maybe when I was younger and I didn't know, but I guess it's something I could ask.
Yeah. Well, I mean, your parents. I mean, you said you was 29.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever they've had when you was underage is, that's no good no more.
Mm-hmm.
Because, I mean, you'd have to redo something now.
Mm-hmm. I mean, does it cost money to do, or?
To write up a will, most lawyers will charge about $35. Anywhere from $35 to $50.
Well, that's not too bad.
No. Mm-mm. And all you do is just sit down in there and tell them what you want your last, what you want done with your property and what your last wishes are.
Yeah.
Like I don't want to be cremated. I don't believe in cremation. I want to be buried. I got that in my will. I will be buried. I will be put in a box and put in the ground. I will not be cremated.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we cremated my mother, but that was her last wish, that she be cremated.
Mhm.
My daddy was buried because he didn't want to be cremated.
Mhm. Yep. Yeah, I know about 3 weeks ago, I know God was looking after me. I got bit by a dog.
Do what?
I said, I know God was looking out for me. About 3 weeks ago, I bent over to pet this dog, and so the dog came up behind me and bit my neck.
Ow!
Yeah, I know God was looking out for me because that dog could have got my jugular, and that would have been it.
Oh yeah, definitely. We ain't gonna talk about being bit by a dog. I have my own dog. This shoulder right here, it's got
Mhm.
scars. It's got scars all right in there. Well, that dog, my own dog, attacked me,
Mhm.
and I had like 67 stitches.
Phew.
Yeah, I mean that's in about 10 places right across there.
Mhm. I bet they were all trying to get you to say, "Oh, you need to put that dog down," and blah blah blah. And
It wasn't the dog's fault. It was my fault.
yeah.
No, they weren't gonna put my dog down. Heck no.
Mhm.
That dog was not vicious.
Mhm.
It was my fault that he did what he did. Somebody had him before me. And I guess when they was trimming his hair and stuff, they cut him with scissors.
Mhm.
And if he seen your fingers like that right there,
Mhm.
he would literally eat you up. And I was sitting there smoking a cigarette between my fingers like that right there, and guess what?
Mhm.
He seen it, and he attacked. So it's my own fault.
Mhm.
No, we're gonna put my dog down. Nope.
Mhm.
I was hurting, but they wasn't gonna put my dog down. Nope.
Mhm.
When I got sewed up and went back home, I went over and got that dog, took him up in my arms, and loved him like I always did.
Mhm. That is the way to do it.
Yep. That dog moped around for days after doing that.
Mhm.
I mean, after doing that, he wouldn't hardly eat for a few days. He just moped around like he lost his best friend.
Yeah, because he realized he did that by accident.
Yep. Yep. He didn't mean to do it.
Mhm.
Just, I mean, just something, just like I said, accident.
Mhm.
Dang, I was hoping Matt would come back up here.
You never know.
Y'all get any of them? Y'all didn't have no storms up there today, did you?
No.
Okay, Matt had some down his way.
I mean, we had like some rain and stuff later on today, but that's about it.
Yeah. Oh, that's what we had too. It was rain last night and rained half the day today.
We were supposed to get it Friday night rain, Saturday, Sunday rain. It's like, boo.
I'm sick of rain.
Yeah, me too. And
This,
then I think Monday is supposed to be nice. Then after that, there's a chance of rain every day. It's like,
yeah,
ugh.
this time of year, I live in West Tennessee, and West Tennessee average rainfall for this time of year from January 1 till now is about 8 to 9 inches.
Whew.
That's average rainfall.
Sounds like a lot.
It's not. It's not though. But we are setting right now. We are setting right now 38 inches above normal rainfall.
Mm-hmm.
So 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44. About 46 inches so far
Wow.
this year. About 46, 47 inches. That's over
Yeah.
3 foot of rain.
Now that's a lot of rain.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it ain't been too many years ago. We got 11 inches in one night.
That's a lot.
That fell in about 4 hour period.
Mm-hmm.
And that was just a few years here, few years back.
Definitely had some flooding then.
Yep. I had one of them hurricanes that come in the Gulf and come right straight up the Mississippi River.
Mm-hmm.
And it dumped on us. Everything around here was flooded.
Mm-hmm.
I was working with a rescue squad paramedic then, and man, I was going into houses, checking for people,
Mm-hmm.
wading water clear up to my neck. Yeah, that's scary.
Yeah. Yeah. Don't think I could be a paramedic. That'd be hard, you know.
Yeah, it is. It is.
I wouldn't want to pick a dead person up or see somebody that, you know, shot themselves or something terrible. I mean, that's just a hard thing to deal with.
It's not easy, and anybody that says it's easy is a well, I'm gonna be blank. They're a damn fool and they're a damn liar when they say it's easy.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
Either that, or they just ain't got no heart.
Right. I mean, if you think about it, I mean, I'm sure that, you know, even firefighters probably see the same as what a paramedic would, you know.
Yeah. Well, I did paramedic, and then I was part-time volunteer firefighter and
Mhm.
rescue squad.
Mm-hmm.
So I have drug for bodies and pulled bodies up out of the rivers
Mm-hmm.
where some of them committed suicide, and some of them just drove off in the water,
Mm-hmm.
drowned. Not a good feeling.
No. No.
I did that for about 8 years, and then what caused me to stop is my neighbors got killed.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they burned up in a car.
Oh, wow.
There's 2 women and 3 little kids.
Oh,
And me and one of my buddies was the first on the scene, and we tried to get to them and couldn't get to them.
yeah. That had to be very hard.
Well, I just helped that 11-month-old. Just helped that 11-month-old. Probably 15 minutes before that happened.
Man. Yeah.
And I'm not gonna lie to you. After that happened, when some of the other people got there, I had to walk up the road away from all that screaming because they was burning.
Yeah. Yeah.
I had to get away from it. I sat out and cried like a baby.
Yeah. Yeah.
I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it no more.
Mm-hmm.
I have seen people blow their brains out. I have seen people get
Mhm.
literally torn into in a car, but I could not handle that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I still have nightmares. And that's been a long time ago since I did that.
Mm-hmm.
You'll have nightmares of that day. It's right here that it can't come out.
Mm-hmm.
I can't forget it.
Nope. But at the end of the day, though, I'm sure upstairs that he knows you did your best and what you could and what was in your heart, you know?
Oh, we tried to get to the vehicle. We tried to.
Yeah.
It was just fully engulfed.
Oh, I didn't know if it like exploded and yeah.
Yeah, when they went off the road, it jammed the doors too. They could not get out,
Mm.
and it ripped the gas tank open. I mean, the car was already on fire when we got there, and some of them was still alive in there.
Yeah, and then that took the rest.
The fire was there was so much fire there that we couldn't get to them.
Mm-hmm.
And we was in our personal vehicle, so we didn't have no. We wasn't in a fire truck or nothing. We was in our personal vehicles.
Mm-hmm.
We was first responders.
Yeah. I rolled a car once.
You rode a car.
Uh-huh.
What'd you do?
Driving down the road, and after I got down the hill, went over this little like I don't know, it's like a road, and then you had like a drainage pipe, and then it had like a little hump or whatever. Hit the hump, went into a ditch, and flipped my car.
Oh wow.
It was icy.
Oh yeah.
I wasn't speeding or nothing really, so. Oh, but I mean, I don't think I'll ever forget it. I remember hitting my head really hard and looking around and thinking, you know, of course, obviously, I said some stuff I shouldn't have, but, you know, whatever. But I swore that car flipped a couple times and whatever. And then after I was, you know, flipped over, I'm looking around thinking, like, oh, shit, is this car going to explode? Like, which obviously it didn't, but I suppose it could have if, you know, if, I don't know, but.
Well, I'm ashamed to tell you how many cars I flipped.
Mm-hmm. But it was stupid though. Even the cop, you know, the cop was kind of but whatever. But I mean, he said, I mean, the ditch was steep, but he's like, how in the hell did you roll the car? I'm like, I guess the wheel got just right, and it was just the perfect, you know. I don't know.
I had flipped 5. One of them 5 flipped 4 times before it stopped.
Oh wow.
Yeah. I had been drinking. I had about half of a fifth down me already. And you know these little sharp curves you can just barely go around at 30 miles an hour?
Mm-hmm.
I tried it at 140.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Hey, I made it halfway.
Yeah.
But the 2 right-hand tires blew out. The walls blew out of the tire. That's what flipped me. And that car rolled up in a man's yard. It rolled 4 times. But I mean, I got up and got out of it. Then I thought I was gonna get shot. Cause he come out the door and stuck a shotgun in my face. This was like 2:30 in the morning.
Why would he have done that? Protecting his property or something?
Protecting his property. He didn't know what was going on out there.
Yeah.
He was living there by himself.
Gotcha.
He stuck that shotgun out that door. He said, "What the hell is going on out here?" I said, "Whoa, whoa, 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 whoa!" I flipped my car.
Yeah.
Hey, I sobered up when that car flipped.
Mm-hmm.
I was not drunk no more.
Yeah, I think I did it back in December of 2012. I think it was.
Uh-huh.
I think. Yeah.
Oh.
Hmm.
I quit drinking and I got myself straightened up
Hmm.
after I quit
I
drinking.
have a drink every now and again, but if I'm gonna do that, it's at home and I'm not going anywhere.
Yep.
If I do, but that's I usually don't just because I'm always driving, so it's not worth it.
Uh-huh. After I quit drinking, I took paramedic training and a lot of other stuff that I wanted to do, and
I
got
mean,
certified. Got
at least
certified.
now though, you could have a drink if you wanted to because not working and all that. But
Yeah. I don't want to drink. I was an alcoholic.
oh, okay, so that makes sense then.
Yeah, I was an alcoholic.
It's a new, yeah, new.
Uh-huh. One little sip would
Yeah.
I couldn't stop.
Do you think if you had one sip now, do you think you get back on that road again? Not saying you're going to do that, obviously, but
Oh, I know I would.
yeah, yeah.
I know I would,
Hmm.
and I'm not gonna let that happen.
Nope, nope. That's all right. Keep drinking that iced tea.
Yeah, I stay Diet Coke.
Yep, yep.
I tell everybody I went from an alcoholic to a Diet Cokeaholic.
Yep.
Because I drink this Diet Coke religiously.
Hmm.
I
Yeah. I know the last study I read, Diet Coke or any diet's the worst for you.
don't know. I've been drinking Diet Coke for, well,
I
28
don't know.
years.
I think
28.
that I forget all what it says, but I think it said something about it's bad because that fake sugar acts and makes your veins tense up and you could have a heart attack or something. I don't know.
They say it's bad for you because it's got, what do they call that stuff? Oh, crud.
Is it aspartame?
Aspartame in it.
Yeah.
Do you know pure aspartame is aspartame just by itself? If you took one little drop of that in your mouth, you wouldn't last 2 seconds.
Oh wow.
It's that potent.
Wow.
But they put it in this drink, water it down, and it don't bother you.
That's why I just drink some regular when I do, but yeah.
All of it's got aspartame in it.
Oh, I'm sure.
They just don't tell you.
Yeah. Definitely, I already had my aspartame earlier from McDonald's.
Yeah. Just like sodium glycol.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know what sodium glycol is?
I don't.
Well, let me tell you what they use sodium glycol for. First, one of the things they use it for, your apples and oranges and stuff like that in your supermarkets, they're real shiny and everything.
Mm-hmm.
That's sodium glycol sprayed on it to make it shiny.
Mm-hmm. When I think of that, it makes me think like what is it? That would be like a salt, but
They also spray your meat, back there. They don't do it in the store, but if it comes from a slaughterhouse or something like that to the store, it's sprayed with sodium glycol to keep it fresh.
mm-hmm.
Sodium glycol is also embalming fluid.
Mm.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah. Embalming fluid. The stuff they pump in you when you die
Mm-hmm.
to keep your body from turning. All right, we're white people. If our blood stops running through our veins, running through our blood, we turn black.
Mm-hmm.
They take that blood out and they pump us full of sodium glycol. Well, they do colored people too, but anyway,
Yeah.
they make us look more natural. But that's sodium glycol. Sodium glycol is used for a lot of stuff.
Yep.
We used it down there at Hillshire when we did sausage down there, and the packages, the rolls, when they come out, they was sprayed with glycol so they'd be shiny.
Hmm.
Sure enough, it's a deadly poison,
Mm-hmm.
but it's sprayed on there. Your fruit and everything, vegetables and everything in your fruit market, to make it look fresher than what it actually is, it's sprayed with it.
And that's why you need to scrub your stuff down.
Yeah. Yep, exactly. If I buy a tomato or a carrot or an apple or orange or something in a supermarket, I'm going to the sink and wash that thing off really, really good before I eat it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Usually I don't scrub them, but I'll just run them under water real good. And
Yeah. Wash them off real good.
mm-hmm.
Oh.
Yeah, and you wonder why people are getting cancer. Oh, imagine that.
Exactly. All these chemicals. Man, they spray our food with it.
Mm-hmm.
When they're out here spraying these crops, like cotton and corn and soybeans and blah, 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 blah,
Mm-hmm.
they're spraying all that stuff in the air. It's got to be affecting us.
Hate to say it, but might just be kind of better if you can, just to buy organic food when it comes to some meats or some vegetables. Just
Well, I mean, that would help. But you still got all this stuff that's being sprayed in the air.
yeah.
But, well, you can tell it. You can tell it. I mean, people used to live 85, 90, 100-year old. Most people these days barely see 75.
Mm-hmm.
So the life expectancy has dropped
Yep.
over the last couple of decades.
Yep.
All because they keep spraying this stuff in the air. Just keep spray.
Yep. Chemtrails.
Yep. Man, me and my wife went to the next little town over from us, to the north of us here the other day, and we just come, instead of going the main highway coming back, we went the main highway going down, but we come around the back roads when we come home. Man, we run by some of them fields. You can just feel it in your throat when you're breathing. The chemical has been sprayed on them fields. Our throat got real scratchy and sore feeling.
Mm-hmm.
After we got away from them fields, I mean, it went away, but while we was going by all them fields, we couldn't hardly breathe.
Mm-hmm.
And that's not good.
Mm-mm.
It can't be good for you.
Mm-mm. Yep.
I mean, y'all probably not around all that stuff up there where y'all live, cause y'all in a big city and everything. But whew,
Oh, our place is pretty green.
yeah, we're in rural. We're rural communities down here. We got lots of farmland, and they
Mhm.
like to spray.
Yeah, I sprayed my yard today with chemicals, and then I realized after I got done spraying it, my hose was leaking on my hand. So it's like, all right, I got to go scrub my hands now, real good.
Oh yeah. What was you spraying? Roundup or?
No, no. Oh, what is that stuff?
Was it kill
Uh,
worm?
oh, I think it's called what is it? Momentum.
Oh yeah, yeah,
But I think it's they made it with I think what is it FX now too or something like that.
yeah.
Yeah.
All it is MSMA, what they used to call MSMA.
Mm-hmm.
It's a weed killer.
Mm-hmm.
It don't really kill grass, but it kills weeds.
Mm-hmm. It kills pretty much all the weeds except crabgrass, which I'd have to get something to put in there if I need to kill crabgrass. And think what else? It will work some on some of that nut sedge, but if you get it quick enough, but you might have to add the helper to it if you got a lot of it.
Yeah. Man, the first year I bought this house, I went and got me some. Well, you can buy MSMA and DSMA down here. It's not the generic like that momentum and the other stuff. It's regular MSMA and DSMA, but you have to have a chemical card.
Mm-hmm.
I went and bought me some of that. I sprayed this yard. It killed all the weeds. And I come in behind it and put some ammonium nitrate fertilizer down behind that. That was the wrong thing to do.
Mm-hmm.
I burnt a lawnmower up trying to keep this yard cut that year. I burnt a brand new mower up.
Grew too fast, didn't it?
Yeah, I was out there cutting it sometimes 2 and 3 times a week
Mm-hmm.
to keep it down.
Mm-hmm.
I swear, I believe I believe you could hear that grass out there grunting to grow. I didn't do that no more.
Yeah. I spent the money and got a 2.5 gallon jug. That'll last me probably 10 years.
Oh yeah. You really want a green yard? You really want a green yard? Get you some ammonium nitrate fertilizer. But you will work your tail off keeping it cut.
Oh yeah.
Especially if you put it on there like I did.
Well, mine really needs a good plug-in and overseeding because it's kind of thin in spots and stuff like that.
Yeah. Get you some ammonium nitrate. It won't be no thin spots out there.
Mm-hmm.
Even
I
the
could
roots.
probably get it at my local site one.
Yeah. Even the roots will sprout.
Mm-hmm. I mean, although the other day I cut my yard really short. I normally don't do that, but because we were having, up to 2 weeks of rain, I thought, I better just cut it down to like 2.5 and all that. normally I don't do that. Normally I'll stay at 3.5 or 4, what I like, but I just didn't want it to get too bad. But
I cut from March all the way up to November. I cut mine on 4.
mm-hmm.
When I clean the leaves and stuff up in the fall, and my first cutting in the spring, I'll drop it down to 2
Mm-hmm.
to just get all the debris off of it. But from 2 to 4
Mm-hmm.
through the growing season, it's no lower than 4. And I have a pretty decent looking yard.
Mm-hmm.
I got a couple of bare spots out there right now because these people, they redid this house next door and they did a lot of digging. There's a little bitty slope right there that comes out of that yard into mine.
Mm-hmm.
And with all this rain, guess what? It come right down into my yard. My yard's got a bare spot in it now. But it did fill in some low places in my yard.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think I'm gonna let it grow now. Now that I got it down to 2 inches for the first time, I think I'm just gonna let it grow. Next time I cut it, let it grow up and cut it at 3 inches, and then so on and so forth.
Yeah. 3 to 4, through the growing season, not a bad idea.
Mm-hmm.
I cut mine at 4 because usually we have hot, dry summers.
Yeah.
And if you cut mine lower than 4 in the summertime, it's going to turn yellow.
Yeah.
And I don't want that.
Mm-hmm. Even sometimes with that, it will turn yellow.
Yep. Because I got a lot of gravel in my yard. I got lots of this property that I got my house on. There used to be a laundromat here.
Mm-hmm.
It had a lot of concrete, which all that's gone now. It had a lot of gravel. I got like maybe 10 inches of topsoil on top of 2 foot of gravel.
Oh wow.
Yeah. And if it gets real dry in the summertime, parts of my yard will turn yellow.
Mm-hmm.
Because of the gravel that's in it, that's underneath the topsoil. I found that out when I put up I did have a big TV tower.
Mm-hmm.
That I had my ham radio antenna and stuff on. And I found out about that gravel when I dug the hole to put that up. 20-minute job turned into a day and a half job.
Mm-hmm.
Just to dig a hole 3 foot deep, 3 foot in diameter.
I thought about putting down some organic fertilizer.
Yeah. That'd be good too.
Oh, what the heck? Well, I was thinking about, what is that? Monorganite or whatever it is?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All that is cow manure.
Mm-hmm.
You can go out in the farm, go out in the country to a farm. They let you get all the manure you want.
Mm-hmm.
Probably give it to you free.
At least with that, though, at least you can't overdo it with that. So that's a good thing about that.
Exactly. And it's good for the ground too.
Mhm.
Good for the ground. If you can stand the smell.
Mhm. Yeah. I'm waiting to find out to see. My buddy has a fertilizing company. I think he said he was going to do my yard, but I wouldn't. In which he can, whatever. I'll pay him, whatever. But maybe if he gets busy or not, or in the summer, but when it starts getting warmer, maybe I'll buy a bag of that, once a month or whatever, to kind of give it better, better nutrients for it.
Yep. They got a couple farms just a little ways from, well, it's over in the next town for me. One of the little towns for me. They are using human manure on some cropland.
Hmm.
Yeah, sure are. Oh, God, they let these
Whatever. I mean, if it works, it works, I guess.
septic tank trucks dump into a big tank, and then this farmer pump it out of that tank and spread it on the ground.
Hmm.
Man, one of my friends lives close to some of the property. He said, "Man," he said, "when they start spraying that, he has to leave home for a day or two."
Hmm.
He said, "It would literally make you sick."
Yep. I believe it.
Animal manure is one thing. Human waste is totally different.
Hmm. Yep. That would definitely got plenty of fertilizer with that.
Yeah, yeah, sure would. I'm just glad I don't live next to that property they're doing that on.
Right.
I'm glad it's about 11, no, it's about, I think my friend lives about 14, 15 miles from me, so it's
Hmm.
about 14, 15 miles from me. So it's next to where he lives.
I wonder if that organic fertilizer would be better than using like a bag of like starter fertilizer. You know what I mean?
Well, they say organic's better than any kind of fertilizer, man-made fertilizer.
Yeah, yeah. Better on your hands too when you're spreading it.
Yeah, that's for sure. Don't smell near as bad.
Hmm. Well, I usually use the kind of like the manure dirt and stuff for like when I see because it has all those nutrients.
Uh-huh. And we also got people down here using cottonseed hulls, putting on their yards, putting on their gardens,
Hmm.
putting on cropland. Just let them cottonseed hulls sit out there for, well, let them sit out there through the one summer and then dig into them the next year. It's pretty much like dirt, rich,
Hmm.
very rich dirt. Just let them sit out there and rot.
Absolutely.
That smells just like manure, cow manure. When you start digging into it, it smells just like it.
Hmm.
But it makes a good fertilizer. It builds your ground up real good.
Hmm.
And you can get all them down here you want because they grow a lot of cotton down here.
Absolutely.
This county I live in grows more corn and wheat than anything. The next county over, they're pretty much cotton and soybean.
Hmm.
They ain't even got no cotton gins over this way anymore. They didn't have all that much cotton around there, so they just pour them down.
Yep.
But the next county over's got one county's got 3 in it. 3 big ones. You probably ain't never seen a cotton gin, have you?
No, I have not.
That's something everybody ought to go through one time just to walk through. It's amazing how a cotton gin runs. How they take that cotton in there and clean it.
Oh, yeah. Actually, yes, I have. I take that back. Yes, I have. Yep.
Oh yeah.
Yes. I think that we went to, if I remember correctly, I believe we did something like that when we went down to Washington, D.C. and all that. And when I saw like the Holocaust and all that, yeah.
Uh-huh. You might have seen it then. You might have seen a cotton gin.
Mm-hmm.
Where they clean the cotton and then they take all the seeds out of it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It's pretty amazing.
It is. Man, we got almost on here for 2 hours.
The only thing you got to be careful of in a cotton gin is do not put your hands near one of them saws
Mm-hmm.
that's cleaning that cotton.
Yeah.
I had a boss when I was like 18, 19-year-old. I worked in a cotton gin, and I had a boss. He was doing a tour, bringing some people through there, doing a tour through it, and that fool. I'm gonna call him what he was. He's a fool. He was by one of them machines that cleans the cotton. And he stuck his arm out. He said, "You do not stick your arm in this machine." And he did not realize he was so close to that machine. He stuck his hand in that saw. Then 4 fingers right there, it took off instantly. Yep. I looked over at one of my coworkers. I said, after him losing his fingers like that, he just passed out and fell on the floor.
Did he die?
I looked at one of my coworkers. I said, "We ought to just let him lay there and die." Stupid enough to put his hand in that machine. But no, he didn't die. He did not die.
Was he able to sew his fingers back on?
No, his fingers was gone. Them saws eat them up.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah, them saws eat them up.
Mm.
You know how a like a skill saw blade. You know how the teeth are like that,
Mm-hmm.
and they rotate that way.
Mm-hmm.
In a cotton gin, the teeth are like that, but they rotate this way.
Oh, gotcha.
So if you stick something in there, and them teeth
Yeah.
teeth are rotating that way.
Yep.
You stick something in there, guess what?
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna jerk you in it. It's gonna jerk you in it. It's gonna grab you and pull you to it.
Yep.
Only thing I ain't never understood about cotton, you cannot pick wet cotton, but you got a wet cotton to pick it. Yeah. Cannot pick it wet, but you got to wet it to pick it. And then you got to take it to the gin. Then you
That doesn't make sense.
You got to dry it before you gin it.
So you gotta make it wet to get it, but not pick. That doesn't make sense.
It don't make no sense. No, it don't. It don't. It really don't.
Mm-hmm.
A cotton picker's got what they call doffer rollers in there. And if that cotton is wet, that cotton will stick to them rubber doffer rollers,
Mm-hmm.
and it'll choke the head up in that cotton picker every time.
Hmm.
But if that cotton is dry, the doffer rollers won't pick it off the stalk. So you got a little spray nozzle here wetting them doffer rollers to get that dry cotton off the stalk onto the doffer rollers.
Mm-hmm.
It's weird. It's weird how it works.
Absolutely.
And then when you go to the gym, you got to dry the cotton, run it through a dryer.
Yeah, and then they use it for all sorts of stuff.
Yep.
It sounds like all them burgers are getting to you.
Well, I've done too many Diet Cokes today, probably.
Mm-hmm.
And I ate. No, I know what it is getting to me today. It's chili.
Yeah.
I had a big bowl of chili a while ago.
Yeah, big bowl of chili and a 2-liter diet.
Yeah. It's wanting to come back.
You could probably easily drink a 2-liter in a day, couldn't you? Easily.
Well, a 12-pack, I like about mine in the cans. 12-pack will last me maybe 2 days,
Mm-hmm.
sometimes less. Sometimes less. Maybe a day and a half.
Mm-hmm.
And if I'm sitting around ain't doing anything, I can drink a 12-pack in a day.
Oh, I believe it.
But I usually try to stay a little bit busy.
Mm-hmm.
I put a ceiling fan up today and tinkered with it a while, and I fixed the bottom of my front door where the some of the trim got loose and tried coming off.
Mm-hmm.
So I fixed that, and got another ceiling fan here I've been working on.
Nice.
Gonna put it up sometime in the next few days. Been getting it all together and everything. So I've been staying pretty busy.
Well, that's good.
Yesterday, before it rained, I cut 3 yards, cut and weed eated 3 yards, mine, 2 of my neighbors.
I mean, I know it probably was a little bit much for you, but I mean, as long as you take your time, I'm sure it's okay.
Oh yeah. I did overdo it a little bit yesterday. I'm not I'm not able to get around like I used to.
Unless the next time you just cut 1 yard, trim the other 2, and then the next day you mow it.
Either that, just cut and trim 1 yard a day, 1 the next day, and 1 the next day.
Yeah, you could do that if you have that many good days, yeah.
Yep.
Well, that's true. You cut yours and cut 1 more, and then that's it. And then the next day you do 1, and then, yeah.
I got 6 that I take care of.
Mm-hmm.
So getting around to them all, I keep them down pretty good.
Well, that's good. 1 a day, that'd work.
Yep. I keep them down pretty good.
Yeah, but what happens if you get a lot of rain coming? Can you do all 6 in a day?
I could, I could. My body might not like it, but I can get them all in one day.
I think it'd be better to split it up in 2 days.
I have done it. I have got them all 6 in one day.
Yeah.
I wasn't moving around too good the next day though.
hmm Yeah, it was like,
No, it was like ow, ow, ow.
mhm.
Why did I do that?
Yeah. I think I want to get off here and get to bed, I think.
I think I'm going to also. It was good talking to you, Drew.
Yeah, definitely take care since I got to go mow today in the wet.
I hear you. Well, you have a good night. God
Yeah,
bless.
you take care.
Take care and be safe out there.
You too.
All right, bye-bye.
Bye.